May 13th, 2026. This is the S&P 500 E futures mini on the 2000 tick chart using NinjaTrader 8. This is what the chart looked like today. The only economic data that came out was at around 5:30 Pacific Standard, about right here, which was the core producer price index, PPI. And other than that, there wasn't really other news that came out. There wasn't, I mean, there was some nice clean moves, but there wasn't any trades that I felt really comfortable taking. So I ended up having a no trade day. And there was maybe just one almost trade that I marked, and then just a couple of areas that I thought were interesting that they didn't uh, they didn't allow me to take the trade just because I didn't like the way the setup occurred. Usually the signal bar wasn't there, or the key entry point wasn't. I didn't have enough key entry points defined. So, oh yeah, scroll back. It looked like a kind of a sell-off and a bounce to a shallow rally up. And initially, I thought I was playing inside this red up channel. Then later I found this gray up channel. And then kind of toward the highs, it just went sideways. So the pre-market, it almost looks like it's 3 legs up, then 2 legs down, sideways consolidation, a rally up, break, test the high, and then a sell-off right at the open. So selling off, it's a break of this orange down channel, test the low. There's nothing really setting up nicely here. It's a localized low, which kind of since been eliminated, but I thought there was some kind of support here, but the support didn't really do anything because it didn't really form a range. So it pushes up, pushes back down. It's far from the EMA. Hits the new low of day, creates a first entry short, second entry short. So I saw a lot of these today, like things that creates inside bars, or in all other contexts, or if your I guess chart printed better, then there would have been a trade. But the way my chart printed today, there was just a lot of setups that just almost was there but didn't quite make it. So like this is one of them. It's like a first entry short, break of the green up channel, test the high, second entry short here technically, but this is an inside bar to this, and the wick at the end didn't. The candle didn't break and close below the EMA, so I had to leave this one alone. But I'm looking for a lower high, and the lower high shows up here. But this lower high has already made a move to create a new low of days. So this lower high isn't really counted for anything. It doesn't really help confirm this. Pushes to the low. I established what I thought was maybe this yellow down channel. I drew it from the low side first, then dragged it to the high side. But it starts reversing up, and then doesn't really give you anything. It pushes up. Initially, I did have a channel that was tighter, corresponding to this leg like this, but it broke and kept moving up. And then I just searched around. I thought maybe it was this green up channel, but it really didn't yield anything because you have localized low, first entry short, pull back. I really wanted this candle to break below and create a second entry short. It would correspond to this yellow down channel really nicely, but it didn't, just moved sideways and pushed up. I thought maybe I was moving up this green up channel. This green up channel, break, test the high. Technically, you have a new high here. It's a first entry long pullback. You technically got a second entry long here, but it looks more like a visual first entry long. But it makes a new high, so the count resets. Another first entry long. And it's just a bunch of count resets. Here, the EMA is starting to act as support. So the break this green up channel is tested the high. It starts moving sideways, and this is just kind of noisy. Breaks out of it, pushes back down. I was looking for maybe a potential trade here because at this point, I have this as a spike and then a trend line, and then my channel was actually tighter. It was something like this. Later, I dragged it up. So it looks like it's fitting really nicely in here. Unfortunately, this isn't giving me a second entry anything, but it's just a really nice setup. Bounce off of here. Continues up. Now breaks out. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm hoping prices come back into this red channel, but it pushes up. Looks like it's almost a secondary leg up. Pushes down. It sets up something here, but I just marked it for arrow because I thought it was like a new high, first entry long pullback, second entry long. Looks like it might have been bouncing off support, but it's not really a clean support. Just something I noticed. I really wanted to touch the EMA, but even then, I was thinking it's moving back into this red range coming down. This gray channel doesn't exist yet. Pushes to the high. Again, it creates a first entry long, pullback, second entry long. So it's bouncing off this red support really well, but I didn't really like this long drift outside, and I didn't really like this long drift outside here. So when I actually extended the channel and widened it up here, it fit pretty well. So the midline fits pretty well where the existing red up channel high side was. And then this actually encapsulates this pretty well. So I was keeping, it was still the original channel, and I just had a parallel line up here, which I've since deleted and then just made this big red channel. So it's pushing up. I was thinking maybe it's moving up a channel here, but I just didn't really like it. It only confirmed the low side. The high side doesn't really confirm too well. It pushes up. So I'm playing the red channel. And as it comes down and touches these two times, at this point, right about here, I extend from this low side to the high side. I had this, I just collapse it real quick, as a possible trend line support. But I'm still playing the red up channel. Doesn't really give me any trades here because it's starting to look like it's moving sideways. It doesn't come back down to confirm the red, but it keeps going up. As you look here, you can find second entry shorts, but there's just, it doesn't make clear breaks, and it just looks like it's all part of one bigger move. Pushes up, creates a localized high. It's a first entry long pullback, second entry long. It gives you this kind of triple test, but I thought it was an almost trade because it looks like it's a visual first entry long, pullback, second entry long. And I only marked it pretty much after the fact when prices got over to here. But I was trying to look at it and see if I could have recognized this in real time. And I would say it was really difficult because there's a first bounce off support, second bounce off support, technically a third one, but this actually just looks like a double test, not a triple test. And I was thinking it's a first entry long pullback, second entry long. This is a terrible signal bar, and this one was as well. But what made it nice was that this guy engulfed these three previous bars. But seeing this in real time, I have no idea that's about to happen. And when it flashes up, it feels too late to chase this trade because I'm worried that this push down might be two legs up, and then it could make a second leg down. I'm thinking, this is my thinking at the time. I was thinking this is going to come back down, ideally test the bottom here, wait for it to come back down to this red channel support and look for a bounce up. But it never does that. So it starts moving up, delete this, no clean second entries. It starts pushing way out of this red up channel. So this red up channel, I'm thinking, even though I extended it from the initial channel here, so it was here, it violated it for a while. I thought, okay, that doesn't look correct. Extend it to here. Now it's violating it. It still doesn't, now it looks like it's even more. But I extend it up to here. But if I push it to here, there's really only the first touch confirmation way up here. There's all this blank space. So I didn't really like that. I kept it down here. And then I started playing with the idea that this, see if I can drag it out. There you go. This gray up channel might be in play. It's only really a support right now. It pushes up. It's kind of gotten a little skewed. I'm going to go ahead and redraw this. If I had this as a trend line, it later gets confirmed pretty nicely, but by the time it really gets confirmed, besides the low side, it's kind of too late in the day. Go ahead, drag this up. So actually it looks pretty nice after the fact. So it's pushing out. You pretty much get sideways consolidation. I was looking for a rejection here and never shows up. So as it was pushing up, I was looking for pushback down, but it doesn't, and it keeps going up. And when it violates the red up channel that much, in real time, I'm thinking, I'm not sure this red channel is valid anymore. It was nice in the beginning, but now I'm thinking it's maybe this gray up channel, which it's kind of, I've since redrawn it. Let me go ahead and try to tweak it back to get it a little cleaner, had it something closer to that. And the high side actually fit a little bit nicer. So I had like one touch, two touch. And I think previously I had it drawn, it almost looked like a touch there. But that's neither here nor there now. So it pushes up in the green up channel break, tests the high, and starts flushing down. So it looks like it's a localized high or high of day. First entry long pullback, second entry long, but it also looks like it's one big orange push down. But then as it hit this and kind of swiggled and kind of moved up the gray up channel, I was thinking this gray up channel might be the valid channel now. It fits nicely. I mean, it took a while to confirm the high side and kind of find it because initially I was thinking it was this red one that was in play. I'm looking for a move back to the high side, but it's also moving sideways. Looks like it's range bound. It pushes out, so I'm thinking maybe it's one leg down sideways and maybe another second leg down, about the same size as this guy, and then might come back in to test the high of this big gray up channel. And it kind of does that. It breaks out, pushes back in. You have a localized high, first entry long pullback. You could say maybe there's a second entry long here, but it's an inside bar, so there's nothing here for me. Then you could say maybe there's a higher low, but again, it's just doji. It's just also looks like one big leg up. Pushes to the high, doesn't test the high, comes back down, starts kind of chopping sideways. Looks like those two legs down. You could say it's a localized high, first entry long pullback, second entry long. It's not a good signal bar, bouncing off support. And in real time, when I saw this, I was kind of mentally exhausted because I was watching this all play through. Price action really slowed down here. I realized I didn't get any kind of trade, even any kind of possible trade. So I didn't feel like there was any setup that I got even after the fact that I thought, oh, that was a trade I could have jumped on. Maybe this almost one, but this almost one, as I said, it was kind of confirmed after the fact, so I wouldn't have recognized this in real time. And seeing this in real time, I'm thinking, I'm already late in the day. There's only 30 minutes left. This is better just leave it as a no trade day instead of banking on maybe something happening here, like two legs down and then reversing up on a kind of mediocre setup. It does push up though, and then reverses back down, and it pushes kind of this choppy sideways into the close. So it was a rather, I mean, the price action was nice, but it didn't result in any good setups, in my opinion. There were just some setups, at least in my chart, that looked like it could have been there, but they all fell short for one reason or another. And it's kind of unfortunate because this big move up was nice, except it was a little hard to trust I had this red channel correct, and then later mutated to this gray channel. But by the time the gray channel was really firmed up, it was so late in the day, and the price action has slowed down quite a bit that I couldn't do anything with it. So hopefully tomorrow kind of results in better trading. Today was just, I don't know, it was kind of a slow. It could have been much more, but it just didn't. And unfortunately, it was a no trade day. So hopefully that was helpful.